got this long case hood in for restoration. One of its problems is the half pillars at the back are missing. So I'm going to turn them from a solid piece. This has been planed up perfectly square, so that I'll leave the ends as they are, just turn the centre of the pillar. The ends need to be square anyway, so I'll leave them as they are. They'll need trimming down a little bit, but first of all I'll just turn the centre, and these will be used as a guide so I can cut it dead straight down the middle. And then I'll trim these down, because these are 1 3/4, just over. They should be 1.5 inches. That doesn't matter. The other way to do it is to glue two pieces of wood together with a paper join. If you do that, it's better to leave a bit at the ends, make them sort of slightly longer, where you haven't got any paper, and then cut them off and then split it. If the paper goes all the way to the end and you've got a live centre like that, it might split it as you're turning it, and the thing's going to come off and hit you in the head. And one of those as well will probably do the same thing. If you've got one of them, that'll grip it all the way around, which is better, and you can get those as a live centre as well, so you could get away with it if you have those, but I always leave a bit and glue it together. But as I say, in this one I'm just going to do it from a solid lump. Sometimes these have a strip of wood at the back and the pillars attached to those. It's not very common, that, and it's very difficult to tell with this because there's no witness marks of what was there. So I'm just going to do it as a pillar, a freestanding pillar. I've got two lines either end. These are the square blocks at the top and bottom of the pillar. That bit there is just waste. So the first thing I'll do is turn the centre bit down to 1.5 inches. I've clamped a piece of plywood to the fence so that the ends don't drop off as I'm doing it and mess up the cut. And I've set the blade to the centre and halfway. So what I'll do is I'll cut half of it, flip it over and cut through the other half. I flipped this last one over and put some spacers in here to give it a different angle because this bit isn't square. You see it's quite a bit out. I ended up putting 3 of these which add up to about 15mm to get the angle I needed. So they're now polished, the colour's a good match, and the ends I darkened a little bit with burnt umber and vegetable black mixed in with the button polish and just applied it around the ends and blended it in. It just looks a little bit better. So they're now ready to be attached to the hood.